Good evening, I'm meteorologist Karen Williams, and as you can tell by our satellite and radar, we have a flash flood watch that's down to our extreme south and central of the state, and that's because we are dealing with Tropical Storm Sally. Those impacts will be moving in our direction sometime on Monday evening, earliest on Tuesday morning. I'll have your detailed forecast coming up as the Delta News at 10 Weekend Edition starts now.
News that works for you. This is the Delta News at 10.
Well, Tamara, all eyes are on Sally, Tropical Storm Sally, and the latest reading that we have is traveling at 60 miles per hour, and it's about 160 miles from Panama City, Florida. How will this impact our region? I will talk about it after the break. We're taking a look at US 90 East at Porter Avenue, and this is in Biloxi. Already they're starting to see those outer bands of some showers that are pretty much unrelated to Sally, but as we get into it tomorrow, it's going to be a lot more heavier rain in those coastal areas. So we are definitely going to keep an eye out on Tropical Storm Sally. Now, as we look ahead here at our tropical tracker, we're going to put that into motion. And as we put it into motion here, you can see it's going to be pretty much open season. It's going to be moving into the Gulf. And once it moves into the Gulf, it's going to just get a little bit of speed until it gets to the coastline. That's when it's going to slow down. And when it slows down, that's the worst possible scenario to have at this point, because what will happen is this will allow for storm surge to move into the coast. This is why the evacuations went into effect so early. Storm surge is the #1 reason and way that you can get killed with any tropical system, because that water just builds up and it just pushes right into the land. Now notice by at least Tuesday, it'll be about a 1. And we move up to about Tuesday, it's still in Louisiana. It's only going to be moving about 9 miles per hour. It won't begin to pick up any speed until about Wednesday, Thursday, when it becomes a depression and then a remnant low. Now, this area here, this is the cone of uncertainty. And with that cone of uncertainty, it's just a matter of how much rain certain areas are going to get. It's going to be some wind, but it's mainly going to be a rain event. So we're going to continue to monitor those tracks as we look ahead. Now we're going to put the future tracker, another model, into effect here. And again, you can see how slow this is moving. Looking at the time frame here, 2 p.m. And then by 8 p.m., it'll start to get up to the coast and it'll start to weaken because there's no more influence on the Gulf here. And then eventually it's going to move on up very slowly. Tuesday at 10 p.m., it is still at the southern portion of Mississippi and eastern part of Louisiana. So that's not good news here. Now, looking at the wind scale here, it's expected to reach about a Category 1, which is sustained winds at 74 to 95 miles per hour. So it's going to be dangerous winds, and some property damage will be expected along with that storm surge. So again, we have to hunker down. Now, as we get closer to home here, you can see there were some showers earlier, but as you notice, that light green area down there, that is flash flood watch for the southern portion of the state. Now, as we zoom in a little bit further here, again, you see a few clouds, and it's dry for right now, but that's not going to last for too much longer, because we're going to start to see 1 or 2 showers and then the effects of Tropical Storm Sally to move in. Now, looking at that out the door forecast, we expect some showers on and off, 75 degrees, and then by noon 88, and then 5 p.m. 89 degrees. And then low temperatures tonight will be in the low 70s with Cleveland at 71, and then highs tomorrow will be in the upper 80s to low 90s with 90 at Indianola. And then the dew points, that's what we're factoring in here, is feeling very moist outside, 75 for Clarksdale. So again, it's going to be feeling really kind of sticky out there with that tropical feel. And again, we can see this is where tropical storm Sally will be moving in. There are your rain chances for the week every day, and there's the Mississippi River reading at 21.2, and for the Greenwood, we're looking at 15.4. That is the projection. Now looking at your forecast, we have a stray thunder shower, then mostly cloudy conditions, 73 degrees. And then for tomorrow, more clouds and sun, scattered rain and thunderstorms, 90 degrees. And then looking at your 7-day forecast, it's going to be shaping up like this. And we're going to have a chance for rain each and every day. And I'm going to hopefully this clicker will go ahead on. There we go. We have a chance each and every day, and then by the weekend we will slowly start to dry out Tamara.